In this video, I'm going to show you how to do a brake bleed on the Subaru Crosstrek. Let's get started. With the hood open, you're going to locate your brake master cylinder on the driver's side of the engine bay, right up against the firewall. It's the clear reservoir with the yellow cap. We're going to first wipe off any debris that's on it. Make sure none of it gets inside the master cylinder, and then we're going to remove the cap by turning it counterclockwise. If you read the text that's on it, it'll say that it needs .3 brake fluid. That's what this vehicle calls for, and that's what you want to make sure you have on hand. Set the cap aside, and now we're going to remove the old brake fluid. I like to start with brand new brake fluid in the master cylinder when I bleed these brakes so that I know I push clean fluid through the lines and not old fluid. There's a screen in here that you're going to have to remove in order to get your fluid remover tool in there, and you can use anything such as a vacuum pump that has a reservoir attached to it or a fluid extractor. Whatever you have that'll get the old fluid out of there, remove it. And that's all I'm going to get out of it, so I'm going to stop here, remove my fluid extractor, reinstall the little screen. Now top this off with clean, new .3 brake fluid. We're going to go all the way to the max line, which is this line right here. Right there. And now let's put the cap back on so no debris or moisture makes its way in. The sequence for bleeding these brakes correctly on this particular vehicle is starting at the right front wheel, that's the passenger side front. Then you move over to the left front, then you go straight back to the left rear, that's the driver's side rear, and then you finish off with the right rear, and that is the passenger side rear caliper. Now if you think you need to repeat this sequence again after you've done that bleed, go ahead and repeat it in the same sequence, of course, until you have a firm brake pedal and you're happy with how it feels. After you finish the first axle, so that's the two fronts, you want to top off the master cylinder so you can make sure it stays full. It's not a big reservoir and you definitely don't want to run it dry. Having said all that, let's get to bleeding these brakes starting at the right front caliper, and I have an assistant in the vehicle ready to pump up that brake pedal and create some pressure in the system. I'm going to take the bleeder cap off, and you can go ahead and pump up the brakes now. They're going to pump a few times and then hold. All right, they're holding pressure. I have this little hose here that I'm going to attach to the bleeder screw. This is just going to prevent fluid from shooting straight back. It'll control the flow a little bit. And then I have a 10mm wrench that I'm going to use to open up the bleeder screw. And as they're holding pressure, I will do just that. And there we go. Fluid comes out. Now I'm going to close it and go ahead and pump again. We're going to repeat this process until we have no air bubbles and clean fluid coming out the bleeder screw. All right. All right, pedal reached the floor. Go ahead and pump again. All right, go ahead and pump again. I'm still getting a couple little air bubbles, so like I said, I'm going to keep going until they are completely gone. All right, that's looking better. Let's do it again. Perfect. This was nice and clean. Let's do it one last time. You can go ahead and release the brake pedal. My fluid is perfectly clean with no air bubbles at this caliper, so I'm going to remove this bleeder hose that I have, set that aside, and if you spilt any brake fluid, you're going to want to clean it off with brake parts cleaner. And then of course if you had the little rubber cap, plug that up. We're going to do the same exact thing on the left front, and we'll top off the master cylinder, and after that we'll move to the rear. I topped off the master cylinder and I'm now at the left rear wheel. I'm going to pop this cover off of the bleeder screw. My assistant in the vehicle is going to pump up the brakes now. Go ahead and pump. All right, they're holding pressure, so with that same 10mm wrench, I'm going to crack the bleeder screw open. All right, go ahead and pump again. Okay, this is clean. Go ahead and pump again. Let's do it one last time for good measure. Pump again. Perfect. You can let go now. As always, if you spilt any fluid, go ahead and clean it up with the brake parts cleaner. Wipe it off with a rag and cap off the bleeder screw so it doesn't get clogged up. Now let's do the same thing on the right rear. That's going to be our last caliper that we have to bleed. After you've bled the last wheel, top off that master cylinder one last time. Make sure it's completely full. Perfect, right there. And now, if you need to bleed the system more because you think there's more air stuck in the system, then go ahead and do the same sequence like I mentioned earlier. So you want to make sure you have a firm pedal with the engine off after you pump it. If that's the case, put the wheels back on. The wheel torque for this is 89 foot-pounds, and take it for a road test.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.